Foundation of India, in collaboration with Shodh Malwa, Parallel University Gujarat, Eklavya University, JHRF, ARGA, and Advocate Baking. Now, let me introduce our esteemed expert. We are honored to welcome Dr. Rekha Narang, an eminent academician with over 23 years of teaching and leadership experience, currently serving as the Dean, Student Welfare, and Professor at the School of Management, Geeta University, Panipat. She holds a PhD in statistics, a MBA in HR, an MPhil, and an executive program in data analytics from IIM Rohtak. With 41 publications, 2 patents, and significant research guidance, she is recognized for her expertise in business statistics, research methodology, and analytics. Recipient of grants from NCW and AICTE, she actively promotes women empowerment, mental health awareness, and research excellence through seminars, workshops, and professional collaborations. With this, I humbly invite ma'am to begin today's session and share her insights with us. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. A very good evening to all of you. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers for giving this opportunity to interact with you all. Okay, now today's session is on outcome-based education. Let me give me 1 minute to share the screen. My screen is visible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay. Thank you so much, Asmi. Okay. Good evening, everyone. So let's start the session. Okay. Today's session is outcome-based education. Before starting this session, I would like to know how many of you have some idea about the outcome-based education. Please make this session interactive so that we can gain something. Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah. How many of you have an idea about outcome-based education? Any idea? So this is a very new topic.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 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 Then we start with a very basic thing. Before starting, I want to ask one question from all of you. Okay, think about your own education. Okay. Is there any skill you wish or want that this thing had to be taught in your time in school or colleges that really helps you in now real time? Any skills you wish that this skill you had taught in your school or colleges? Anything?
Rekha, ma'am. Jignesh
Ji?
Patel from here. One is communication, ma'am.
One is communication. Okay. What is communication? In which sense you want to say the communication? Because just elaborate this if you want. You can elaborate this. Communication skills. Like in today's era, the software training, soft skills, how to give the presentation, these skills are definitely taught in the now a time in the schools, but at that old time traditional teaching, these skills were not in the taught in the schools. Very good. Any other answer? Any other skill?
Hi, ma'am. Good evening. This is Manish from Aurangabad.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Very good evening. Yes, sir.
I just wanted to say that in school days, if they taught us the skills of research methodology or writing something paper or employability skills, so it will be more benefited in our future so that we can
That's
inculcate such type of skills and teach to our students.
yes, yes. Very, very good answer and very exactly
Yes,
answer.
ma'am.
Actually, this
Thank
is
you.
the gap between what we teach and what students really need is that is OBE. Actually, in OBE, in outcome based education, we just focus on the what student will learn, not focus on how the teacher, what the student teacher teach. Totally focus on the student learning. So, outcome based education is a transforming education through student centered learning that focus on only on the what student will learn, not on the focus what teachers teach. Okay. Okay. This is a slide, post learning outcomes. I will explain in detail this slide after 3 or 4 slides. But yes, I will. In the outcome based education, the student should know about that after the completing the session what he or she will learn. Like in this session, I am giving session on the outcome based education. Now, what is the learning outcome of our session? I i want that at the end of the session you people will be able to explain the concept of OBE, and you should know about the difference, what is the difference between the traditional teaching and outcome based education. It's my aim, and you will learn at the end of this session, and definitely you will able to explain the concept of OB very very nicely. Second learning outcome of this session will be that you can identify the elements of OB. What is the framework of OB? What are the elements of OB? Like there are 5 elements: vision, PO, PSO, CO. These are some elements of OB. You should identify these elements. You will be able to identify these elements at the end of this session. The third outcome will be at the end of this session. You can okay, how you evaluate your students in the class? How you evaluate your students in the class? You have given a session, you have given a lecture in the class. How you evaluate that lecture?
On the basis of continuous assessment.
On the basis of continuous assessment. Very good. In continuous assessment, which type of assessment you will take?
It depends on the subject. Sometimes you will take quiz, sometimes any assignments or any project.
It means the quiz or assignments you can measure the with that assessments you can measure the what the student has learned. This is the outcome based. Okay, so you will able to know how you can measure the outcome of a student with the help of Bloom's taxonomy. Fourth outcome will be to analyze the relationship between course outcome and program outcomes. I will explain what are the course outcome, what are the program outcomes. I will explain in later in next slides. You will be able to differentiate between direct and indirect assessments. What are the direct assessment? What are the indirect assessment? These assessment methods we can use to evaluate or the student or effectiveness of our session. Now the six will be create a mini outcome based education implementation plan. I want to do this activity with all of you, but if time permits. Okay, so these are the 6 outcomes which I think after this session you will be able to do all this. So actually this slide is a part of the outcome based education. What I said, what is outcome based education? In the outcome based education, student should know what they are going to learn, and after the course what they will be able to do, whether they will able to apply something, whether they will be able to create something new, It means in the outcome based education, the teacher should know what are the methods of teaching, and student also know what they are going to learn and what are the application of that thing what they are learning. It's clear? So here, this is the slide, because I have included this slide because this is a part of OBE. So after this session, you will be able to gain all these 6 outcomes. Now, next is what is outcome based education, or we can say what is the difference between traditional teaching and outcome based education. Now, with these 2 slides, if anybody can explain the difference between traditional teaching and outcome based education. We will elaborate this, but have some idea about that now. What is the difference between traditional teaching and outcome based education? Okay, main difference is, in the traditional teaching, the focus is on input. Input means what the teacher delivers. But in the outcome based education, the focus shifts to the output, means what the student can actually do after learning. This is a main difference between the traditional teaching and the outcome based education. Okay. Okay. First thing. Second thing, outcome based education is student centered learning. It means total emphasis will be on how the student engaged in the class and will be actively participate in the course. Third, measurable outcomes. In the outcome based education, all the outcomes will be the measurable, means we can measure the things what the student learned. Okay, this is the main points of the outcome based education. First, the focus will shift on the student, what student learn. It is a student centered learning, and the outcomes will be the measurable outcomes. This is a chart we can explain by this also. The very first difference is focus, teacher centered, what is taught. It is in the case of traditional teaching, but it is the case of outcome based education. This is student centered. Traditional teaching is teacher centered, but outcome based education is student centered. In traditional teaching, we focus what teacher teach, but in the outcome based education, we focus what the student learn. Okay, I think you got the point. Next is measurement. Now, how we measure our teaching in the traditional teaching? We measure the teaching on the basis of content coverage and the marks of the students. But in the outcome-based education, we measure the teaching, that what skills and outcomes will be we have given to the students, so that they can apply it into the real life to solve the real life problems. We can take the example of all this. In the traditional teaching means just written exam on C++ or any software. But if the student develop on the working on that program, this is the outcome based. After that, third point is learning goals. Learning in the traditional teaching, if we have a learning goal, sometimes we have the learning goals, but it is difficult to measure that goal. In the traditional teaching, if you just teach the topic in the class just by delivering the lecture, you can't measure the students learn or not. But if we talk about outcome based education, the learning goals will be measurable. We will discuss about how we measure the learning goals. Teaching style. In the teaching style, lectures, just a passive listening will be there. Student will just listen you. There is no active participation in the traditional teaching. But in the outcome based education, active learning will be there, problem solving projects will be there, active participation, and also active participation and activities will be there. Then result. If we talk about the result, then I want to make a scenario. Scenario is, for example, you are a recruiter. Okay, you want to recruit a person, and the person who is in front of you, there are two persons in front of you. One person just know the theory concepts, and other person know how to apply the theory concepts in the real life. So who you will choose? Which person you will choose? The person who,
Second,
yes,
second
yes,
one,
second one. Why second one?
because he has a skilled.
Yes, because he has a skill. Because actual learning is to apply the things in the real life, not to memorize the things only. Okay. So definitely, so result will be in the traditional teaching only exam marks and sitting time, and in the outcome-based education, degree compiles of competencies and the skills achieved. Okay. Now, any query? Is any query till now?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
So please, I just ask one question to from you all. In one line, in one sentence, define the difference between the traditional teaching and outcome-based education. Just in one sentence. Yes, anyone?
Traditional teaching based on the blackboard. Yeah, traditional teaching just based off on our just you can say chalk and blackboard. While the outcome based teaching, yes, depend upon the skill, values, knowledge, and more advanced tools in that.
Okay. It means it's a student, because we are doing all this because of students, so that students can learn the skills and apply to the real life. Or totally focus on the student centered. Traditional teaching is teacher centered, but outcome based education is student centered. What we are doing just sake of the students only. Okay. Next is, why choose outcome based education? Again, we have actually we have already explained this. Why we choose outcome based education? To enhance the employability. Because if outcome based education will be there, active participation will be there, students know what they want to learn, and they learn, and how they apply the skills in the real life. So enhanced employability aligns with the NB or accreditation bodies, NAC, NBA, and other all accreditation committees are there for the continuous improvement of the students through the systematic assessments or continuous assessments. Now, this is known as the framework of OBE. Now, you can say framework, or it is just like a pyramid. There are 5 elements. First is vision and mission, program educational objectives, program outcomes, PSO, program specific outcomes, and then course outcome. Now, what does these means? Anybody can explain any of this term? Any of 5 terms if you want to explain? Okay. Actually, with these 5 elements, we can understand the outcome-based education. What is vision? If you are in, are you teaching somewhere? Any of you are teaching somewhere?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Sir, you are in the college or university?
In the university, I'm in the university.
The university, okay. So, have you identified vision of the university? Have you seen what is the vision of your university?
The main vision of our university is our stakeholders and our stakeholders is our students. What we are learning to the student, yes, they will give into the market.
Okay, definitely. You have explained the vision, but if you see your website or if you just again see the vision of your university, it will be a very concise, single statement will be there. Like I have given the example to create globally competent engineers who serve the society. Every word in the vision make a sense. We cannot include any type of word which cannot give, which we cannot fulfill. If I have written that to create globally competent engineers who serve the society, it means my all activities in the university will be focused on these 3 or 4 words. My first word is globally. It means we have to include the things, include the courses in your university that will be globally, or you can say yes, our students are can represent their self on the global platform. It means you have to justify this word globally. If you have written in the vision statement of your university the word globally, it means you have to justify that what you are doing in your university. If you have written globally, how you can justify, how you justify this word globally? It means you have some programs which are the globally, you can say, in the collaboration of global other universities. Second word, competent. Competent engineers. It means I will do all the activities aligned to these competent engineers word. I will in universities all the courses will be focused how we can make our engineers competent. Second thing is competent engineers. Now third word is who serves society. If for example, if any accreditation body, NBA or NAC visit to your university, then you have to show, because you have written in the vision of the university that who serves society, what are the things you are doing to serve the society. You have to explain this. You have to explain how you justify the word globally, how you justify the word competent engineers, how you are justifying the word the serve society. It means you have to show the things which aligns that yes, you are serving the society. It means vision is a statement, is a long term dream that institution wants its students to become. It's a long term dream. It cannot be achieved in 1 year, it cannot be achieved in 2 years, it cannot be achieved in 3 years. It takes long term to fulfill the vision. Okay, so vision is the first thing, first element of the outcome based education. If we want that our education will be outcome based, first we have to first we have to decide our vision, means long term dream. And we are very careful to design the vision. Any word which we have written in the statement vision should be justified. If I have written globally, I have to justify. If I have written who serves society, I have to justify that yes, we are doing some, we are have a collaboration with NGOs who serve society. So that's why we can say the university is serving the society. Okay. So vision is a very long-term state and long-term dream which cannot be achieved in 1, 2, or 3 years. It takes a time. Now, if it's a long-term dream, it means definitely it will be a very big achievement if we achieve these things. To achieve something big, we have to create the missions. We have to break the vision into small parts, and that small parts will be known as the mission, or you can say the action plan. How we can achieve the vision, there should be some action plan so that we can achieve the vision, because vision is a long term dream. We cannot achieve at once, at 1 year or 2 year, in the 3 year. We have to make the plans that how the vision will be achieved. Now plans will be, if I want that student will be globally competent engineers and serve the society, it means I have to provide the quality education to the student. I have to provide the research opportunities to the students. I have to provide the industry exposure to the students. So how we achieve the vision, we have to what we have to do, we have to make the action plan that explain how the vision will be achieved. I think it's clear. It's clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the third is program education objectives. Now we have a university. For the university, we have the vision, and we have mission also. Mission also means we have the action plan also, that how we can achieve that mission, that vision. Now third one is program education. What is program education objective? Program education objective means, suppose the student has done the graduation. Now what is the program education objective? That how graduates will excel in the engineering practice after the 4 to 5 years of graduation. He has done the graduation now. For example, in 2025, student has done the graduation. Now, what will be the PEO? PEO means how the student who has done graduation from our university will excel in the life, or will demonstrate some leadership role in some good companies. So my objective is, if any student taken a degree from my university, he should, or he or she should will excel in 4 to 5 years, maybe some good leadership role in some good company. So this is my program education objective. Clear? Now next is program outcomes. What is program outcome? Now program outcome, in the university we have different programs: Master of Business Administration, Bachelor's in Engineering, maybe BCA, Bachelor of Computer Application, maybe BTech, Bachelor of Technical Engineering. It means we have different programs in the university. Now program outcomes means the skills which we will provide to the students that they should have in the graduation level. Examples may be ability to analyze problems, design solution, work in team, communicate effectively, and lifelong learning. So these are the outcomes which we will provide to the student, which the students learn at the time of their course. Program means MBA, program means BTech, program means BCA, program means agriculture, Bachelor in Agriculture Sciences. These are also known, and these are all known as the programs. Okay, degrees, you can say these are the programs. Now next is CO. Now what are the CO? Now MBA is a program, and in the MBA, for example, we have course, Principle of Management. Principle of Management is a course. Quantitative Technique is a course. Financial Management is a course. Okay, so these are known as the courses. MBA is known as a program. PU is known as the, after doing MBA or BTech, where the student see in next 5 years, this is a PU. Mission is the action plans to achieve the vision, and vision is a long-term dream of the university or any institute. Okay. Yes, any doubt in this 5 elements? What is vision? What is PO, PO? Any doubt in this?
Just more about the CO.
CO is a course
Yeah.
outcome. Course outcome means, for example, we have a program MBA. In MBA, we have actually we will, in general language we call it as subject, but in the outcome based education, subject is not an, there is no term subject, there is a term course. Okay, for example, in MBA we have different courses. Different courses means we have a quantitative technique course, we have a financial planning course, we have a economics course, we have a principle of management course. Okay, operation research. Course means what you can say, it's a subject, but in outcome based education, subject is not any terminology, but there is a terms known as a course. Okay, if you are from the CSC background, then SQL is a course, automata is a course, Power BI is the course, Tally
Yes.
is the course in, okay, so these are the courses.
Mhm.
Okay, you
Very
can
good.
also see that I think you are you have joining this workshop for 5 to 6 days, I think. This workshop is a 5 to 6.
Yes.
You can
5 days.
5 days. It is a course, and today this is a program, and today is the course. Outcome based education is the course, and
Today is the course. Yes.
today is a course. It means for the MBA we have different courses. For the BTech we have different course. Mathematics is also a course. Okay, if we teach the mathematics, there should be specific outcomes. Then how we teach the mathematics course, and how the student learn the mathematics course. Clear? In general language we call it as subject, but in OBE we call it as course. Okay. So if we design any course in the university, for example, curriculum development, you know about the curriculum development? Anybody know about the curriculum development or create a course? Have you developed any course? Design a syllabus for any course? In outcome based education, if you design any course, then you have to specify all these 5 elements. Vision and mission for the university, but you have to specify the PO of the course,
The
PEO of
PO,
the
the
course, and
CO.
CO.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
we have to define all these things, because if we define all these things, then if the student see the course, they definitely know, yes, in this course we are going to learn these things. Okay,
Even here we are
they are
also
able.
follow. Even here during the exam we follow the PO and CO as well. We design the exam question which directly related to the PO and
According
the
to the,
CO.
yes, according to the PO and CO, because
Yes.
outcome based education is a measurable thing. Measurable, we can
Is a
we can measure
miserable. Yeah.
yes, this is measurable.
Yes. So we take some question from according to the CO, and the CO directly align with the
Mapped with the,
PO.
yes, should be aligned or mapped with the program outcome.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay, now when we design the course, then as I said, PU should be there, PO should be there, and CO should be. Okay, okay. There is one term left. We have left one term, PSO. Anybody know about the PSO, program specific objectives? Program education objective means what the student will see in the 4 to 5 years after graduation. Program education is just about the program, like MBA, like BTech, like BCA, and course are just the subjects like mathematics, like English, like Hindi, like social sciences. But there are one more term known as a program specific objective. Any idea about the program specific outcomes? Program specific outcomes. Program specific outcome are like talk about the MBA or talk about the BTech program. BTech program, if we define the outcome for the BTech program, then it will be program outcome. Okay, but there are nowadays there are specializations in BTech. BTech in artificial intelligence, BTech in cyber security. We have the specialization. So if we design the outcome for specifically artificial intelligent course, then it will be a program specific outcome. Whole BTech is a program outcome, but specially artificial intelligence in the BTech is a program specific outcome. What my point? Yes, what my point? What is program specific outcome? As today's session is an outcome based education, definitely I will take some questions in between the session and also in the end of the session, so that I so that I can measure the outcome, or you will see what you are able to learn at the end of the session. So any doubt in the PSO? I have not written in the slides, but yes, this is left. Program specific outcome. What is the program specific outcome? Yes, anybody? I have just explained what is program specific outcome. If you want, I can explain again. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a specialized quality of the program. As you are giving the example of the MBA, there is the program.
MBA is a program. Outcomes for the
Even
MBA
a
is
single
program.
subject, particularly like you give the example of the cyber security. Yes. But the specialized thing, like the drug design, the structure of the drug, the synthesis of the medicine. So these are the specialized objectives. So wherever we use the specialized objective, it means this is the PSO. What I understand from your talk.
I think you are mixed something. You have mixed the okay. If you give an example, in your example, what is the course outcome? Course outcome means subject, and program specific outcome means
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, the program that will be any specific program like MBA or BTech. The course outcome of individual subject which is there itself in the program.
Yes.
And the PSO, which is the specialized, the specialized.
Yes.
BTech is not under the PSO. CO is not under the PSO. The PSO, that is, we are creating the specialized quality.
If we talk about the hierarchy, then first PO will become, then PSO will become, then CO will come.
Then CO.
Yes, then CO will come. Okay. To create these all outcomes, we use the Bloom's taxonomy. Now, anybody have an idea about the Bloom's taxonomy? What is Bloom's taxonomy?
In Bloom taxonomy, we use the specialized word, the specialized phrase or rephrase. This is directly related to our course. Yani, the language or the word what we are using, they are directly linked to our course.
Yes, it should be directly linked to our course, because just we have told that our outcomes will be the measurable outcomes. If the outcomes will be the measurable outcomes, then how we can measure that? We should actually, there are 6 levels. First level is remember.
Like analyze, remember, understand, analyze, skill, develop, knowledge.
The very first level in the Bloom's taxonomy is remember. Remember means this is where the learners will given the knowledge in terms of definitions, facts, or basic concepts. Okay, this is a level which we can easily achieve. Okay, remember it. It means we will include the things in the syllabus which will be based on just on the basic concept, and it is a very achievable thing. Okay. Now, what is the understand? We should include some topics from the remember level. It means some topics should be of the basic concept so that the student will learn about the basic concepts. Then second is the understand level. What is understand level? Understand level where you can test whether the learners have understood the content presented to them or not. Like I have now I have asked a question to you. It means I want to know whether you are understand the concept or not. We can achieve this level by taking a quiz, by asking the questions, by giving any jumbled thing and ask them to just organize them. It means we can achieve the understand level easily. Now, third is apply level. What is apply level? Apply level. Apply level, for example, we have, for example, I am taking the example of negotiation. Okay. I have given the lecture on negotiation and taught about all concepts of negotiation. The student remembered that basic concept, that what is negotiation, how will negotiate with other. This is a remember. If I make a scenario, I am giving a scenario to my students like role play activity. One a person to whom you have to negotiate. If you are a want to join a company and you want to negotiate on the salary, then how you negotiate the other person? Take a role play activity in this. If you give your session in the class by giving the role play activity to the student, it means you have achieved the apply level. If you have just given the session, just giving the lecture, it means you have just achieved the level understand. So, and just understand the concept. But if you give the activity to the students that yes, do the role play of negotiator and the person, and how you negotiate the person, role activity with the help of role activity, then it means the student now know how to apply the negotiation theory to the real life. Okay. So if you want that your education should be outcome based education, you should include some activities in the assessment, like I have just given the example of role play activity. There is no need to take an exam on the negotiation. If you give a, for example, if you give a exam on the negotiation, just like write the term negotiation, how you negotiate the person, this will not help the student. It will help the student if you giving the opportunity to apply this negotiation concepts in the real life. So you should include some activities in there in your session also. After that, analyze. Now, analyze is a deeper understanding of the knowledge. You have a situation. Now, on the basis of situation, you have to draw some conclusion or connection between the ideas. Okay. And like I have given one example, and you will analyze the thing. Yes, we can do also like this. You can analyze the situation in this. Now, next is evaluate. What is evaluate level? What is evaluate level? Now, there is a situation. Student has analyzed with the help of their expertise. Student has analyzed the scenario with the help of expertise. Now, evaluate. First, see the situation, analyze the situation, then make a decision or take a course of action for that. It means you have achieved the evaluate. Okay. For example, if you have a session on the checking the quality of products, for example, quality of products, you have given the lecture, student has understand the concept. If you have given some products to in front of the students and ask them to analyze whether these are the good product or not good product, it means they will analyze the product. But if you ask the student, yes, you know this is the not achievable, this is not a good quality thing, how you can how you can better achieve better quality. So take some ideas, create some ideas, and make this product more quality. Then they will evaluate the situation, make a decision, course of action will be there. After that, create level will be there. Create means some new things the student will develop, some new thing what you have learned in the you have taught in the class, student learned in the class. On the basis of that learning, create something new. If student is able to create something new, then it means you have or student have achieved the create level. This is the final stage in the Bloom's taxonomy. It means, like in traditional teaching, we just cover the remember or maximum understand level. But in the outcome-based education, we try to achieve all the 6 level. Student will learn about the basic concept. Student will understand that basic concept. Student can apply the theory to the real life. Student can analyze the situation. After analyze the situation, student will be able to evaluate the things, and student also will be able to create something new. If the student achieve all these level, then we can say that we have achieved the outcome based education. Yes, getting my point? Are you all with me in the session?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. It's really wonderful session.
Okay, if it's a wonderful session, give me one example of create level. If you want in the your session, your students will achieve create level or apply level, any level. Apply, start from the third level, apply, analyze, evaluate, and create. What type of activity you will be given in the class, so that the student will achieve the apply level or analyze or evaluate or create? Any level student can achieve. Any activity you have planned for the student. Okay, you have planned any activity for your students anytime? Like I have given
Ma'am,
example of role play activity. Yes.
ma'am, this is
Yes,
Dr.
ma'am, please.
Labuni Basu. Actually, yeah, I am teaching for a aviation institute, management institute. Most of the time when I'm conducting my session, I always prefer to give them case studies and obviously role play and also brainstorming. I prefer to give them. I just give them a problem and how they make a solution of that particular problem in various ways. In their
It means you are
innovative ways,
already
I would like to.
okay. It means you are already doing the fantastic. You are doing the your students will achieve the analyze level, evaluate level, if you're giving the activities like role play or case studies. Wonderful. It means you're already doing all these things. Wonderful.
And then through brainstorming, I just try to observe them how can they create various solution of a particular problem. 2 or 3 solutions they have to get from that particular problem. The
It means
alternative solutions, how they can.
it means active participation is there. Student want to learn. Student are achieving the levels.
Yes, ma'am. In this way, I can see that.
Noise disturbance is there. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Sometimes I have seen that students who are very much intelligent and who are very much familiar with studies and all these things, they are willing to go for active participations. But students who are not willing to study or they are only interested about other extracurricular activities, their participation is limited. But yeah, somehow I'm practicing this habit towards them also. So I'm observing that they are also getting participation and they're getting engagement.
Yes. Ma'am, in this case, you can do one thing. The student, which are studious students or the fast learner, you can say, you can give the assessment like case study, okay, the research paper review, etc. But for the students who are not in the part of study, but they are actually participating in the extracurricular activities, you can give the assessment like that. You can give the assessment like role play now, admit show now, because admit show role play activity just linked to the students with the extracurricular activities and also the measurable things. You can do that. We can actually in the outcome based education, we divide the student into two parts. In the division will be there the students who are the fast learner and the student who are the slow learner. The assessment and the teaching style, teaching methodology will be different for both type of students, fast learner as well as the slow learner students. For the fast learner, we can do the assessment like case study, like research paper review. But for the slow learner, we should give the assessments like role play, admit show. It means to create the to motivate them, or to create the you can say motivation, or you can say actually participation in the class or session.
And ma'am, one more thing I also practice in my class, subjective damsharas. It means that normally we play damsharas in, very informal ways, but I practice formal, like in my chapter, from any chapter, I pick up various, topics and terminology. And do that, I prepare cheats, and my student, they will pick a cheat and they have to say something about that, and other people will guess about that particular topic. In this way, I'm saying I am observing that they are learning. Who are slow learners, they are also engaging themselves and they are enjoying that session very much. They enjoy that session very much. That's the thing, ma'am.
Ma'am, definitely you are doing wonderful in your area, because this is known as a gaming technique actually. Because for the outcome based education, we will not stick to the traditional teaching. We should adopt some innovative teaching practices, and the gaming strategies, storytelling, these are some innovative teaching practices. With the help of this, we can motivate the student to actually participate in every activity, or to motivate them to know the concepts even. Okay.
And one more thing, ma'am, I also practice that video assistant technique, where I show them any kind of videos regarding subject, and
Yes.
I'm saying them to just say something about it, what you have understood, just explain it as per your concern. So in that way, they are also engaging themselves, and those students who are slow learner and they're not very much willing to study and all these things, sometimes in that way they are also learning. So
It means you are already using the innovative teaching practices to achieve the all levels of OB. Like remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, and get, because student will be happy with these innovative teaching practices. Okay. So if when we frame the CO, PO, PSO, then as these things, the learning outcomes will be measurable. So we can, this is not a hard and fast slide, or we can stick to these words only. But yes, this is an idea. We can pick the words from this slide to make the CO or PO. Now, we have given the session. Students have learned the things, maybe achieve level of apply, analyze, evaluate. Now, I have to map either my course outcomes are aligned with PO, program outcomes. There is no way that PO and CO are different. PO and CO should be aligned or should be mapped. Actually, I have not taken an example of PO here, but yes, if there is a mapping, if my CO can fulfill the PO with the high level, then it means strong correlation is there. If I have written 2, it means there is a medium relationship, moderate relationship between the CO and PO. It means CO at some extent can fulfill the PO. If there is a low level, it means slightly correlated. It means CO at very low extent can fulfill the program objective. It means we should we should we should design the CO in such a way that the CO will fulfill all the program objective. And program objective will be designed in such a way that they will fulfill the mission of the university. And mission is designed in such a way that it will fulfill the vision of the university, which is our long-term dream. Okay. Now, next slide is assessment methods in the OB. It means now students have learned the things in the classroom. Now time is to assess or evaluate the student, how much they learned. Now, first question was that they are learned to note what level they have achieved. Now, how we can measure their learning. There are 2 things we can take: the direct assessment, we can take the indirect assessment. In the direct assessment, we can just take the written examination, quiz, lab experiments, project presentations will be there, projects will be there, assignments will be there, case studies will be there, practical demonstrations will be there. These are all the types of the direct assessment. Indirect assessment, for alumni career tracking, because the person who is now in the industry can give a good feedback about your CO and PO. Either your course outcomes are helpful in the industry or not. Alumni or the person who is already in the industry can give a good feedback. Okay. So this is the indirect assessment. We should focus direct assessment as well as we should focus on the indirect assessment. We should take the feedback from the students. We should take the feedback from the parents. We should take the feedback from the industry persons. We should take the feedback from the other academicians. We should take the feedback from the alumni also, because these persons involved in the real life industry life, they can give you good feedback about your CO or PO. And there is a uniform practice in all the universities. Before starting the semester, there is a board of studies meeting. Anybody know about the board of studies meeting? BOS. If you are in university, then in the starting of each semester,
Yes, ma'am.
there is a board of studies meeting. What is the role of that board of studies meeting? Board of studies meeting role is to check the curriculum or course curriculum. Either this course curriculum is aligned with the industry needs or not, because ultimate our focus is to make our students employable. Okay, so our course curriculum should be mapped with the industries. So in the board of studies, course creator will be there, also the industry person should be there, senior academicians should be there, so that they all can review the course curriculum. Either this is aligned with the industry or make increase the employability or not. Okay, so every university has a board of studies meeting before starting any semester. Mainly within 6 months, there should be one board of studies, because industry is doing very fast. 4.0, 5.0, 6.0. Industry needs are on always on demand. So we should we should take board of studies meeting once in a semester for starting the semester. So this is a roadmap we have just discussed. First, define vision and mission, the vision of the university. Then how we'll achieve the vision, make a action plan. It means define vision of the university. Then PEO, PEO means program education objective, means after taking after graduating the student 4 or 5 years after graduating, what the student will do. It means PEO program objective, then program specific objective. This is our second step. After PEO and PSO, we should frame the course outcome. Course outcome should be specific, measurable for each course. Should be specific, very specific. That after doing this course, the student will be able to do this. It should be very specific and measurable. Then their mapping should be there. How will map the CO to the PO? It means CO should be mapped with PO. There should be correlation between the CO and PO. It doesn't make sense. Program objective is in different direction and CO is in different direction. CO should be there to fulfill the PO. Okay. Then calculate, first assess the student, evaluate the student learning outcomes, and calculate attainment is there or not. Actually, there is a big lecture on the calculate attainment, how we calculate the attainment. There is some formulas also to calculate this. So after giving the course learning outcome, PO will be there. After this, fifth step is to assess and calculate the attainment. If attainment is there, then very good. If there is some lacking in attainment, then again implement the changes. Maybe changes in CO, maybe changes in assessment results. Continuous quality improvement should be there. That's why I'm saying that at the starting of every semester, there should be board of studies meeting in starting of every semester. Then how we'll do the continuous quality improvement cycle? First, set targets, identify improvement areas, then implement changes, to work on the implement changes, maybe in teaching methods, maybe in curriculum or assessment strategies. Then again monitor the results and measure the effectiveness of implemented changes. Then act if everything is good. Then standardize successful practices and plan next improvement cycle. If our attainment is below target, like 60% or 70%, then we should revise the teaching strategies. Okay. Okay, this is all about the session. Now platform is open for the queries. Because session is on outcome-based education, definitely I want you will be able to attain any level. Now you please tell me what level you have attained, from this session. Either remember, understand, apply, what level you have attained. Yes. Please. We have 6 levels: remember, understanding, apply, analyze, evaluate, and the last one is create. What level you have attained today from today's session? Yes, please. What level you have attained? Yes, please. I'm alone in this session, or you are here?
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, ma'am. This is Dr. Labuli Basu. Yeah, ma'am. I think from today's session, we at least I have jot down the all these six elements significance, and I was just searching that whether my method of teaching is right or not, or if it is in a right inclination or not. So I have got my answer that yes, okay, I can carry
I want to
this. So
ask
I think
now.
apply.
I will begin from the very first level. My first level is remember or understand. Both are the first and second level. Now the session ends. Are you know about what is OBE? You know about the basic concepts of OBE? How many of you, please raise your hands or just give me a thumb that you have now you know about the basic concepts of or you understand the basic concepts of OBE. How many of you have achieved this? Okay. बहुत सारे thumbs हैं. It means you have attained the level remember and understanding. My third level was apply. Apply means now how many of you can now apply the OBE? OBE means to say now how you can apply the CO, PO to the teaching sessions, your teaching sessions. You can design the CO and PO, or you know about the vision and mission. If I ask you to create a CO, so you can use the words from that slide that after this session, the student will be able to apply the concept of OBE in our session. If you are able to apply the assessment methods which we have talked about or OBE practices, then it means apply level you have achieved. In the 1 hour, it is not possible, I know. But yes, because you are just learners, you are in the very first stage of OBE education system. So remember and understanding you have already achieved. Now, if anybody asks you what is OBE, you can explain them, yes, OBE is outcome-based education, and OBE, it is different from the traditional teaching. Traditional teaching is focused on teacher teaching, and outcome-based education focused on the students also. Even student-centered is outcome-based education. And there are 6 level of Bloom's taxonomy. It means if you can explain all these things to another person, it means you have achieved first and second level very nicely. But yes, evaluate, apply, analyze, and create. This is the level which cannot be attained in 1 hour. But yes, if you if you read about the OBE, then you can create a CO, PO, PSO, and also you can create you can draft a curriculum also. Okay. Yes, Lavoni Basu. Ma'am, you have raised the hand.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, through this session, OB and PSO, PSC, all these things, it's becomes clear for me. Right now, previously I had, specific, scanty knowledge about it, but right now I can understand and I can be able to apply details of all this. Thank you so much to you.
Thank you, Lavoni. Thank you. Yes, any other query? Because these are the terms which are very basic terms in the OBE, and everyone who is in teaching should know about these terms. What are the PO, what are the PSO, what are the CO? Because in traditional teaching, we call subject, but in the OBE, this is course. MBA is a program. So you should know about these basic terms. Yes, any other query? Any other query? Yes, Manishji, please.
Ma'am, I also wanted to ask one question that, in
Yes.
my opinion, the olden education system, like the Vedic education system or the Islamic education system, so is there any specific difference between the Bloom's taxonomy and that olden education system? I think so. That education system is also good as compared to Bloom's taxonomy, because in my opinion, Bloom's taxonomy have a certain framework, and that kind of education system we don't have. So what is your opinion regarding this?
Yes. Actually, Bloom's taxonomy, what is Bloom's taxonomy? It's a framework, but this framework is to just measure the outcomes. In the Vedic education or in the traditional teaching, the teaching method was just to give the lecture. Okay. If I talk about the thing about from Ramayana, the guru teach the pupil how to use the dhanush ban. Okay, that what this is, what you say about that. But if we if the person is actually using the thing, that the command, and see how to use it, this is the outcome based. I want to learn how to drive. If the learner just like the traditional teaching, that explain, this is the clutch, this is the race, this is the steering, and now you can drive. This is the traditional teaching, where either in Vedic education or the traditional teaching. But if you are sitting on the driver's seat and now steering in your hand, and you are the person sitting side by you and explain you, now you drive a car, I am with you, then this is a outcome based. Now, outcome based education, Bloom's taxonomy is to just measure the outcome. This is the framework. Bloom taxonomy we can apply to the Vedic education also, because in Mahabharata, when Draupadi Swayamvar will be there, Arjun has just achieved the target. How achieve the target? Just there was I think there was a competition to just hit on the eye of the fish. I think that was there. So we can measure from this. Yes, that person was very excellent in that technique, because he has hit that point very accurate. If I can measure our learning, Bloom taxonomy just help in this. Bloom taxonomy is not any other practices. Bloom taxonomy is just how to measure the outcomes, either in the Vedic education, either in the teaching, traditional teaching methods, any traditional teaching methods, or in the new methods, any OBE education. Bloom taxonomy is to measure the outcome. What student has learned, this is Bloom taxonomy help in this. Yes, Manishji, thank you. Yes, any other query?
Are there any more doubts or questions, anyone? Ma'am, shall we conclude then?
Sure, ma'am. If there is no query, we can conclude.
Okay, ma'am. A heartfelt thank you to ma'am for such an amazing session. Ma'am, it was truly enlightening and encouraging. I would also like to express my gratitude to all the participants for the active participation. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much for this actively participation. Thank you so much. Okay. Good evening to all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.